guys, Bryan Carraway here with the top 5 colors in dreams. Oftentimes when we dream, specific colors will show up, and sometimes that's part of the message of the dream itself is the actual colors that stand out to you. It could be the color of a car, it could be the color of a door that you enter. So I want you to be aware of some colors that you'll often see in dreams. First of all, we're going to start off with white. White is generally a positive color when it's in dreams. White speaks of purity and innocence and holiness. It's usually a good omen. It's a good thing when you see the color white. Now, with all colors, they have both positive and negative meanings. So sometimes when you see the color white, it's not a good thing. White can also mean a religious, legalistic spirit. Sometimes it has also a meaning of that which is clinical and sterile, almost kind of an undertone of coldness to it. But sometimes you may dream you're in a church and everything's great, and you're in this amazing worship service and great things are happening. When you walk outside of the church and you look down and there are white snakes on the parking lot. Well, that's a negative symbol. Snakes are usually negative symbols. They're indicative of the enemy. They're indicative of demonic activity, lies, deception. So sometimes when you see a white snake, that's actually something that would appear to be good. It's white, but it's actually not. It's actually from the enemy. So let's go to the color black. Black is another common color that you see in dreams. Usually black has a negative connotation when you see the color black. Black can speak of fear. It can speak of judgment. It can speak of darkness, a bad omen, bad things to come. So normally when the color black stands out to you in a dream, it's not a good thing. However, again, you've got to remember context always decides the meaning of a dream. Black is also the color of power and authority. For instance, when the president or a head of state arrives on the scene, they don't arrive in a purple car, they don't arrive in a yellow car, they arrive in a black stretch limousine or a black SUV. So sometimes it's a very positive color when you see it. Next, we're going to talk about gray. Now, gray is one of those colors that's not quite black, it's not quite white, it's somewhere in the middle. And it takes on that same metaphorical association when you see it in your dreams. So what does the color gray mean? Gray are things that are morally ambiguous, things that are not quite right. They're not maybe necessarily bad or evil, but they're not really good or holy. So sometimes when that color stands out to you in a dream, it's communicating a message with that kind of undertone to it. Positively, gray also represents maturity and wisdom. Think of someone that's older, an elder statesman with gray hair. Gray also represents weakness, things that are dying, things that are decaying. So again, context will always determine the meaning of any specific color that you see, but just be aware that colors have both positive and negative meanings. Okay, so the next color we're going to talk about now is gold. When you see the color gold in a dream, it's a very positive symbol. Gold usually speaks of things related to heaven, godliness, that which is exalted. It also has its natural meaning, of course, wealth, treasure, value. When you see gold, it's typically a very good symbol. Either it relates to something spiritually related to God or to heaven or to the spirit world, or it represents what we would think it means here in the natural: wealth, money, provision. But gold also has one specific, very negative connotation. And sometimes when you see gold in a dream, it's actually highlighting issues of idolatry. So just be aware of that. Finally, for our 5th color we're going to look at today is silver. Silver is also typically a very positive color when you see it in dreams. Silver speaks of grace, redemption, sanctification. Things that are being redeemed are often encoded in dreams with the color silver. You may have a dream where you look down and your hands have suddenly turned silver. What does that mean? Oftentimes that means the Lord is doing a work of grace in your life, or you're going to be involved in works, ministries that involve sanctification or redemption ministries, grace-based ministries. If you have a dream where you walk into a door and the outline of the door is in silver or the handle is silver, that's oftentimes a dream indicating that a season of grace you're about to enter in. So silver is usually a positive color, but it does have one negative connotation as well. Sometimes the Lord encodes the color silver in dreams when he's speaking of issues of greed. So hope you've enjoyed these. When you see these colors, you'll now have a little more understanding about what they really mean and the nuances of the dream that you can further interpret through the use of colors. I hope you're enjoying this series on the top 5 dream symbols. For those of you that want to dig a little deeper, I would encourage you to check out my book, Decoding Your Spiritual Dreams: Keys to Christian Dream Interpretation. You can find that in the description below this video. There'll be a link there. Please subscribe, and if you have ideas for future videos in the top 5 dream symbols, please put those in the comments section below. Thank you.